running through. Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play.
Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there in the middle, 55. Sunday. He's coming. Double up.
On first down, Benjamin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let him know. Check. Alert flare.
49, check 49.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sunday. Right there.
Hey, orbit.
54 Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Black 11!
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Delta!
Let's get there. Check safety, check safety.
Hey, Delta!
On first and 10 is counter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 79! 79!
Now Rivers. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
55, Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Check it back.
Go.
Safe.
81, 81. You draw Corker.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what those points on the board, don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A gain of 14. First down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
We're scoreless after one.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Then 180. Select your team.
Watch 54.
12. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Right back to counter here on first. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And now it's second down. Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Go. 280.
Watch 85. Go. Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down.
Switch. Check. Hey, here you go. Wait, 89.
They start with a give to counter, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rivers. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game. Throwing the... Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Here we go, D. Get up.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On first down, it's Samuels. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Connor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 36-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to counter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rivers now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Wentz now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Wins. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback get...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Rivers. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just the... First, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike. Slack 11!
Time to go, night.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's checking, he's checking. Check 99.
Red!
Rivers. Complete. It's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Back. Tighten up.
Hey, 79, wait, 89.
Again, it'll be counter. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Alpha!
I'm coming.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Load it! Load it! Red Delta!
Following the interception here, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
Check, 380! Not 180! Buffalo one, Buffalo one.
All day, dog.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. They've got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try the left side. Benjamin, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Fielded at about the 28. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Conner on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alpha!
On second down, Samuels. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch the twist.
From the gun, Rivers. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Rocket.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Check. Switch. Tight.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Maddox with the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
0.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Kill. Sponge. No.
On 2nd down now, Samuels. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Rivers now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
White, 85.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Right there, 54, right there. Right.
Hey, exit.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
Kill.
Let's go, defense.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
For Tokyo.
Play action. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Steven Nelson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches